Hey everyone, in today's video we'll explore an often overlooked aspect of gaming or office setups, and that is the chair. We have 3 chairs to review here, 2 from FlexiSpot and 1 from Razer. If you're considering upgrading your old chair or switching from a gamer chair or something more professional, this is the video for you. Now, as a quick disclaimer, thanks to FlexiSpot for sending over the 2 chairs for testing and review. No money was exchanged, and they have the right to view and request factual or style guide changes to make sure that it aligns with their brand. So it's nothing opinion based, all opinions are still wholly my own. Now, if you want to get a discount on either of these chairs, feel free to use codes C730 or C230 for $30 off FlexiSpot C2 or C7 chairs. Links are also in the description below. For the 3 chairs, I'll be referring them to as the Noob Chair or the C2. And I do use this term lovingly as I feel the style of this chair represents what most people consider a lower budgeted chair and more of an everyday run-of-the-mill office chair. However, this chair does have a couple of tricks up its sleeve. The chair starts at $109 US or 139 Canadian, and it comes in a stylish gray shown here or black. Now the second chair we have is FlexiSpot C7, otherwise known as the Pro Chair. This chair obviously looks the part of being an Ergonomic Pro with its optional full mesh shown here or a foam seat option for a little less. This chair starts at $349 US or 399 Canadian, with the regular price being about double, but to be fair, anytime I've looked at their sites, I've not seen these listed prices for full, so if you miss a sale, hang tight, you'll likely be able to get it for cheaper again. Finally, the third chair is my personal chair, the Razer Iskur. I believe there are multiple versions of this chair in the newer model or generations, however this is the first launch version of the leather-like material, and in its defense, I have had this chair for well over a year, and if not going on 2, and it's shown 0 signs of wear or peeling from the seat or back, which is extremely common in these typical kind of pleather chairs. This chair starts at an eye-watering 899 Canadian or 599 US. There is a V2 of this chair for more, and to their credit, the pricing of the fabric or XL sizes do not change the price. The only thing that will is the optional lumbar support or special edition leathers. All 3 chairs and both companies offer a 3-year warranty on their chairs. Assembly was straightforward with all 3 chairs, and the Pro took about 25 minutes with 2 people. While the Noob and Razer chair took less time, the C7 did come with pre-packed hardware, making it easier to assemble. The Noob's chair hardware came in just a bag loose, but it was still easy to follow the instructions for either. The only regret I had was that the C7's video was not as detailed as it should have been when speaking to the placement of the riser on the seat base. However, it was still figured out with no issue. Now, with the help of Windex Wife, we'll demonstrate the adjustability and positioning of each chair. Starting with the Noob Chair, it offers the least amount of adjustment. The seat height ranges from 21 inches at its highest to 17 3/4 at its lowest. Now, it can swivel back and forth, allowing you to sit at a straight 90 or lean back all the way to 120 degrees. And additionally, it does include an adjustable lumbar support, which is a very nice feature on this level of chair when it comes to price. Now, next, the Pro Chair offers the most adjustability. Features an adaptive mesh lumbar support with 3 locking positions and an adjustable tilt height headrest, 40 armrests that rotate, slide, and move up and down, and you can also adjust the seat depth, tilt height, and overall height and recline angle. Now, the recline angle can reach up to, again, a 120 degree, and a unique feature of this chair is its suitability for sitting cross-legged, which my wife, who is about 5'6" and just under 130 pounds, finds it very, very comfortable. She even played through Hogwarts Legacy on my PC using the Razer Iskur while sitting cross-legged. Now, this chair's height ranges from 22 inches at its highest to 19 at its lowest from the seat base. Now finally, the gamer chair or the Razer Iskur is one of Razer's first ergonomic gamer chairs. It includes typical adjustments for height, swivel, and 40 armrest, which can also move inward or outward for users with wider or smaller shoulder frames. Now it does feature an adjustable lumbar system that integrates more extensively into the backrest compared to the C7 chair. Now, all 3 chairs have excellent casters, making them easy to roll on smooth surfaces and navigate the carpet in my basement. Now, onto the most important part of any chair, the comfort. Now, this is obviously subjective, and the opinions gathered here may not suit every person and body type, but for my sample size of my wife, mom, dad, and myself, we have varying opinions on which chair is the most comfortable. However, we do tend to universally agree on one being the least comfortable. Now, starting with the Noob Chair, I personally am impressed by the quality and comfort of the entry-level option. Despite having the least amount of adjustments, I found it to be one of the most comfortable. However, with my setup, I struggle to find a comfortable spot for my arms and armrests, so if they're aligned with the desk, I can rest my arms and type comfortably. However, this chair requires that you adjust it to the height of the desk, and if it doesn't work for you, then you'll have to forego using the armrests. Thankfully, they can flip up to 90 degrees and you can scoot in closer, which also helps with tucking it away, and tilting back doesn't make me worry about it tipping over. There is additional lumbar support that's a manual up and down system on the back here, and it's most comfortable for me at its highest position, though my wife couldn't use it at any position. Now, the foam and mesh are of high quality, and having never used a mesh chair before full time, and even though it's just on the back here, it's not the full one like the Pro, I can see the benefits of the longevity and breathability. The foam seat cushion is dense, and everyone who sat on it complained it was too firm. However, my wife, who doesn't really sit extended periods of time doing office work or computer work, doesn't understand the softer foam isn't really desirable for office use. The thicker foam prevents feeling like you're sitting on plywood after a few hours. Now, using this chair full time for a week, my butt never felt numb or uncomfortable. My mom complained about the foam as well, which wasn't too surprising since her current office chairs are found on special crappy whatever peeling apart. I don't even know the brand, it's nothing worth writing home about. Moving on to the gamer chair, I want to clarify that I did not pay full price for this, and I never would. I got it for about $175 at auction, and despite the description saying it smelled like smoke, I couldn't detect any odor. Now, like money, I had never invested much in my chairs and always opting for budget office chairs or cheaper gamer ones. And when I saw this at auction, I figured at worst I would have an uncomfortable chair again, or at best a pretty good one. Now, to my surprise, the Razer Iskur turned out to be one of the most comfortable chairs I've owned and used it daily. It has stood the test of time in terms of durability. Comfort-wise, I can sit in it for many hours and it's just no problem. It has upper back and lower support when you're sitting up straight or if you're leaning back. My legs can rest at a straight 90-degree angles. I can drop my shoulders to have my elbows parallel to them. Now, sitting close to 90 degrees is most comfortable for most office work, and the lumbar support is a massive plus, and the width adjustable armrests are amazing. Finally, the Pro chair. This chair was the most disappointing for me personally, is what I originally had to say about this chair. However, shortly after completing this review, I did adjust the height of my monitor to allow for greater use of my stand-sit desk, as well as being able to utilize more of the heights of the chairs. Now, after these adjustments, I was able to fully dial in a super comfortable position with the C7 and utilize it to its fullest. Now, some of my complaints still remain, however. I believe the armrest should be able to move back a bit further as someone who likes to have them in line with a desk. I feel as though they extend out just a bit too far, making the desk unreachable for some. Now, my other complaint is still the lack of upper back adjustment. Before my desk and monitor adjustments, I felt that the upper back was leaning back a little bit further than it should have been. However, after the adjustments, I still feel as though I am laying back slightly, but my upper back is a little more supported. Now, this chair remains one of the most comfortable chairs to sit on simply due to its mesh fabric material. For this section, I am going to leave my original thoughts on my favorite chair up and then talk about my newfound comfort with the C7 right after. Getting to my favorite chair, the one I'll be keeping and using daily, the Razer Iskur. To be honest, I am a little disappointed that this chair is the one I'll be using. As previously mentioned, I love the quality of materials on the mesh on both the FlexiSpot chair C7 and C2. The mesh is much more comfortable and definitely helps with keeping cool in the summer months. However, when using the chair in its most basic function on the desk, the Razer is just more suited to my needs. My main regret with the C7 is that the armrests do not offer enough adjustability for my frame. If I could slide them back just a little bit further, it would work better with my setup. However, I don't like sitting with just lower back support either. I do need that upper back support. Now, what I'll be doing with the C7 is replacing my crummy lounger chair in the basement. This chair is infinitely more comfortable than that Lazy Boy knockoff and is incredible as a lounger. And my wife already said that she's hanging out in the basement stuff or needs a chair to go to, this will be hers. My parents did agree that the C7 would not be their go-to. They both preferred the C2. As for the C2, sadly I just don't have enough room for it or another area where it would be used, so I'll just be donating it to a friend who has one of those typical peeling chairs. This should serve as a massive upgrade for them. Now, after the adjustments in my setup for the C7, I will say that although the C7 is my new favorite chair, this should be a testament to just how subjective these things are. It took me well over a month to get fully situated with this chair, but I am glad I stuck with it because it's well worth it. Again, it remains to be one of the most comfortable chairs to lounge in, but if you're able to set up a good system with it for your desk, it'll be even more comfortable. In conclusion, if you're looking to upgrade your chair, instead of heading out to the local Staples or big box store, be sure to check out FlexiSpot, as they likely have some style of chair you're after. Now, if you're worried about shopping online, they do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, which starts from the date of delivery. Now, if you're looking to either get the C2 or C7, be sure to use the stacking code C230 or C730 for an additional $30 off your purchase. Again, links down below. Now, if there's anything to take away from this video, is that the looks can be quite deceiving when it comes to these chairs. It is a subjective market, but luckily most online retailers do offer some sort of trial period, so you can kind of pick and choose and not be too much at risk. Do not be afraid to utilize them, and please do take your comfort and posture seriously. You only have one body in this life, and your back will surely thank you for taking care of it. Even if you do not end up choosing a FlexiSpot chair, at least look towards ditching your old peeling gamer ripoff chair. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you're looking to join the community, jump into the community Discord, Handhelds United, which consists of myself and various other handheld content creators. And as always, I hope you all have a great day.